The 13-year-old son of one of my viewers has been giving some library marketing advice to his mom and to others. Is he right? Should we be posting library videos on YouTube Shorts? I'm going to weigh in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com. You can go there to suggest a topic, ask a question for a future episode, as this viewer did. You can also nominate a library doing great work in marketing for our Kudos Award, which we're going to give away a little later. And today's Kudos is a nomination that came in through the website, so thank you for that. Before we get into what I think about YouTube Shorts for library marketing, won't you please subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on LinkedIn if you're watching me there. Both of those actions will make sure that you never miss an episode of the show. So this viewer wrote in and said, my 13-year-old tells me we should be posting our Instagram Reels to YouTube Shorts to reach younger people. Is he right? He usually is when it comes to technology of any kind, but is this just the belief of a kid who watches too much YouTube? I love that you shared that. Thank you so much. The short answer to this question is no. It is not the belief of someone who watches too much YouTube. It is something, it's good advice, basically. He's giving you good advice, and I agree, sort of. So let's get into that. One thing I thought of right away when I read this question is, yes, you're going to reach younger viewers with YouTube Shorts, but you're also going to reach older viewers. I am 51 years old, and I'm here to tell you, I do zero watching of regular broadcast television anymore. Neither does anyone in my household. I live with two 20-year-olds and my husband. We're all streaming Netflix and YouTube watchers. And YouTube is the first place I go most days when I have a few moments to like just goof off and watch some videos. So I think Shorts is a great way to reach a whole audience of various ages and ranges. And he's right, you should be taking the videos that you create for other platforms and uploading them to YouTube Shorts, with one caveat. The one thing that worries me about this is when you edit a short video in another app like Instagram or TikTok, and then you download it to your phone and then you upload it to another app or platform, that video has coding from the original platform on which you edited it. And so if you take a reel and you upload it to YouTube Short straight from like Instagram, that you've edited in Instagram, you've downloaded it to your phone, and then you upload it to YouTube, YouTube is going to see that coding. It's going to recognize that it's from Instagram, and it most likely will suppress the organic reach of that video. So I want you to start editing in a third-party editing app like iMovie or some other free editing app. I will put a list of free editing apps down in the show description or the comments if you're watching on LinkedIn to help with that. But we just want it to not have the coding of some other social media platform so that your short video gets the best organic reach that it can. YouTube Shorts is awesome. In a few weeks, I'm going to start my annual week by week rundown of the best practices for all of the big social media platforms for 2024. Can't believe we're almost there. So we're going to go deep into YouTube Shorts. Does your library post to YouTube Shorts? I'll be honest with you, I don't see a lot of libraries doing it. But if your library does, please tell me down in the comments. I would love to subscribe to your channel and watch your shorts. And if you have any other interesting tidbits, if you're creating shorts and you want to share that with this viewer, go ahead and let us know down in the comments. Okay, it's time for Kudos. And Kudos today actually comes from a past person that I've profiled on superlibrarymarketing.com. Her name is Megan Kowalski. I will put a link to the profile I did on her in the show description or the comments if you're watching on LinkedIn. But Megan wants to give kudos to another library worker, and I bet you know who this person is. Kudos today goes to Michael of Solano Library in California. I started following Michael on Instagram and TikTok probably about a month ago. His posts have really taken off. I'm going to put a link to his social media platforms down below. As soon as you open it up, you're going to recognize him. He talks openly about like how the library impacted him as a child. Great like your why story. I always talk to libraries about, or library staffer about sharing their why story. Michael does a great job of doing that. He talks a lot about patron as heroes, things that have happened to patrons in his library, how the library has added value to their lives. He does a lot of sharing the joy of working in a library. Definitely love this. Kudos, completely agree with Megan. So kudos to you, Michael, for doing that and raising the library profession to another level and getting more eyes on what libraries do. So great job, Michael. And thank you for that. Kudos, Megan. All right, that's it for today's episode. I have lots more advice on this channel. If you're interested in learning more, head to the next video and I will see you there.